win them, but at the same time, you got to know these are tough. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously we knew it was a gauntlet. I was hopeful we'd maybe be a little farther along at this point, but bottom line is we've got to get better. There's opportunity, for us to hopefully bounce back on Monday, but it's a quick turnaround, so mentally we've got to make sure we've got our minds right heading in. But I think more than anything, you play good teams are going to expose you, and there's some things that we consistently have done the last couple games that doesn't really put us in the greatest of positions, and our transition defense has to be better. Haven't been pleased with how we've rebounded the ball the last couple games. I think that just sets a tone right off the bat. We've given up a lot of easy points in transition, and then a lot of easy points just off of the rebound. You just have to be more mentally and physically tough, and then I've got to find a way to to help us understand what we're trying to do a little bit better.
yeah, you kind of mentioned that you thought you'd be a little farther along, but you kind of knew that with all different pieces, different backgrounds, it's going to be a little different than the last couple of years. So yeah, talk about that, but just how they're maybe not is where you'd want to be, but the pieces are still there.
Yeah, I guess when I say farther along, it's hard to know what that really means. I guess just in a situation where you've got three good teams coming on your home court, I wish we just don't have enough of continuity and a flow right now. And so I think just in that regard, I don't think we're that far away, but when you play a good team, they expose you and make you feel like you're really far away. So, reality probably lies somewhere in the middle. But we need to get better. We need to find a little bit more continuity on offense and understanding what we're trying to do. And then, defensively, I think we've done some really good things in the half court. The problem is we haven't been able to get some teams in the half court recently, and that's a lot of it's been because of our offensive woes. So, those are things we've got to try to eliminate and fix quickly. You look at Central Arkansas, and I haven't looked maybe in the last week, but last I looked, they had a 45 net, so it's the highest net team that we're playing on our schedule. So it doesn't get any easier, but we've got to try to, mentally, physically have a quick turnaround here and come out with a lot of energy and try to get this one under our belt heading into Christmas break. And then, at first I didn't think it was ideal to have a bye right out of the gate in Conference USA. We're starting a little bit later than everybody else. But honestly, at this point, I'm just thankful because I feel like we haven't had a ton of practice time. I've been saying that for a while. I feel like we really need to practice and try to really iron some things out and really understand what we're trying to do. So honestly, I'm sort of thankful that we've got some practice time coming out of Christmas break to hopefully get better. But the biggest thing is we gotta make sure that we're hungry coming in to really be a sponge and get better and then really get off to a good start in conference play.